views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
Hello and welcome to Leaders of the Future, a TV show produced by Niños de la Caridad and BronxNet TV. My name is Leo.
And my name is Rasan. Leaders of the Future is a youth-led program by young people for young people to inspire, motivate, and educate.
That's right. My name is Adriel, and in this episode we are going to discuss health and nutrition. So stay tuned. This is Leaders of the Future. Welcome to the Leaders of the Future. Today we're discussing health and nutrition. Did you know that the Bronx ranks 62 in a list of 62 counties when it comes to health?
This means that the Bronx is the unhealthiest county in the New York State, but we can change this. One way is to eat healthier. Let's start by sharing 8 healthy habits from the New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene.
Number 1, spend at least 1 hour a day being physically active.
Number 2, limit TV, computer games, and the internet to no more than 1 hour a day.
Number 3, don't eat in front of the TV.
Number 4, drink water instead of soda.
Number 5, eat more fruits and vegetables.
Number 6, eat less fast food, no more than once a week.
Number 7, snack on healthy foods and eat less junk food and sweets.
Number 8, switch to 1% or fat-free dairy products.
We hope these tips have been helpful for you. We're taking a quick break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Leaders of the Future.
Thank you for staying with us on Leaders of the Future. This episode is about nutrition and health. So, what is health to you, Adriel?
Health to me is like eating healthy food. What about you, Lusan?
For me, health is also eating healthy food, and it's just really important because without having good health, we wouldn't really survive well. So what about you, Leah?
Health to me is keeping your body healthy and filling it up with the nutrients you need and helping it grow. So how do you try to stay healthy, Adriel?
But exercising every day. What about you, your son?
For me, I just try to go on walks with my dogs, or just in school, like we have like gym and stuff, so I just try to like participate and stuff. What about you, Leah?
So sometimes I ride my bike or go for walks around my neighborhood. So, are there any healthy food choices in your school or neighborhood, Adir?
Not usually, because usually there's like mozzarella sticks or like pizza or like other stuff like that.
For me, there like really isn't at all, because like there's just like a lot of fast food places around. So like I can't really, like there's just like no like salads and like, you know, good like foods that are healthy for you and for your body. So I just like try to like go eat at home, because like that's like usually where I have it. So what about you?
For me, like sometimes there could be one or two places that can sell salads or smoothies, but it's not really something that you would usually see. So how can your neighborhood be more healthy out there?
Like for putting like a smoothie shop or like a market, something like that. What about you, Ruslan?
I agree too. I feel like we should have more like produce, like a lot of like markets, like you said, and like stores where they have like good food. So yeah. What about you?
We can expand more. We can encourage people to eat more healthier and expand what they want to eat so they can become and help their body become more healthier. So does your family eat healthy at home, Ruslan?
Yeah, my family does. Like, my mom tries to like incorporate like a lot of like healthy foods and stuff into like the meals. So that's why I usually like when I like come out of school, I usually like wait till I get home, since I live far, in order to eat that, because like there's just like so much fast food around my house that I'm just like really don't want to eat it. So what about you?
I mean, my mom, if we eat like something like, for example, pizza, we should have like a side food, like for example, like celery or something like that. What about you?
So for me, for my family, it can be like one day we eat something like pizza or something like that, but then the rest of the other days we'll try to eat healthy and just try to eat healthy. And yeah. What do you think about going to the park?
I think it's pretty good, like to get like your exercise and like taking walks, so your body could be healthier in general. So, yeah. What about you?
I think about going to the park is like trying to like sports, like how you could play like basketball, tennis, badminton, and like soccer, something like that. What about you, Julia?
For me, I think that the park has many activities that you can do where you could move around, or you could either walk or do so many things in the park that could help your body exercise and become more healthier. Thank you guys for joining us in this discussion, and I hope you guys learned a lot, and we'll be back with more leaders of the future.
Thank you for staying with us here on Leaders of the Future. Today's theme is health and nutrition. Here to speak to us is our first guest named Abby Walker. She is a registered dietitian and nutritionist. Abby will be talking to us about all things that have to do with nutrition.
So my first question for you today is, what does a nutritionist do?
Okay, so as a nutrition, it varies. So we assess clients' health and nutritional needs. We also, in the hospital setting, we provide medical nutrition therapies for clients that are struggling with a health condition. And outside of the hospital setting, we provide programs and plans to help individuals get healthy and live well. We also provide counseling, nutritional counseling. We help clients to develop healthy eating habits and develop a healthy relationship with foods. We also educate clients on different nutrition issues related to diet and also diseases.
I wanted to know, why did you decide to become a nutrition?
Well, okay, so I became interested in nutrition when I was around 12 years old. It grew into a passion, then now it's pretty much my purpose to help individuals, live well, reduce or reverse different diseases that individuals may have. Just help individuals to develop healthy eating habits and a great relationship with foods.
What does the standard American diet consist of?
All right, so the standard American diet, it's also called the SAD diet. So it's very low in fruits and vegetables, low in dietary fibers, which is very important, to improve your digestive health. It's very high in processed foods, processed grains. It's very high in saturated fats. And all of these will contribute to different health diseases, such as diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and also high blood pressure.
How does this all compare to what you've seen in the Bronx?
Well, according to statistics, there is a lot of food inequality in several areas of the Bronx, which leads to some people not having the money, or they don't have the availability of certain fresh fruits and vegetables. So pretty much they have to, buy, or they have to eat what's available. So, and it's most likely it's, foods that are, maybe highly processed, refined, it's what's available.
How should we read the nutritional labels on products?
All right, so it's very important that you check the calorie content at the top. You make sure that, because a lot of times the calorie content at the top, it's for more than one servings, right? So you gotta make sure that you're checking the calories and match it with the serving, the portion size. Also, it's very important that, because for example, if you buy a product and the product says, say, 250 calories, right? That could be 4 servings. So it's gonna be 250 times 4. So that's equal 1,000 calories. So it's very important that you pay attention to that. When you see a product, it's not only one serving in the container, sometimes it's several servings. So a lot of times people will just, buy the product, eat it without paying attention to the amount of servings, and they just consume a lot of calories without, unintentionally. Also, it's very important that you pay attention to the percentage daily value. It's a little bit underneath the calorie percentage daily value. So you got to make sure that certain nutrients such as trans fats, saturated fats, and sodium, you got to make sure that those are 5% or below. So 5% and below, that means it's low in those nutrients, which is, they need to be low, because those are what, increase the risk of certain disease. And then you're going to make sure that you're focused on minerals and vitamins that are 20% or more, high in 20% or more. That means it's, the content of those nutrients are higher, such as vitamins, minerals, such as like calcium, vitamin B's, say magnesium. You want to make sure that those are on, 20% or more, if possible.
What are some tips you recommend to eating healthier?
So it's very important that you balance your macronutrients, we call it, because we need those in larger portion, such as your protein, your carbs, and your fat. So you got to make sure you balance those ratio. And, proteins, you get it, meat products, also beans and peas are good legumes like lentils, those are good quality protein. And also you want to have your complex carbs, such as your potato, your white potatoes, sweet potatoes. You want to make sure that you're eating whole grains and, more of whole grains and less of the refined processed grains. So you want to make sure that you're eating, say, like brown rice, or quinoa, oatmeal, maybe couscous. You got to make sure that those are all less processed. So you want to eat less processed foods, pretty much. And then you want to add your healthy fats, your oils, maybe olive oil when you're cooking, or avocado oil. You want to make sure healthy fats from, say, nuts and seeds, such as nuts, peanuts, cashews, and seeds such as hemp seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds. Those are healthy fats. What else? Yeah, so pretty much that's it. So I want to make sure that and your vegetables, of course, you want to make sure that you guys are focusing on non-starchy vegetables, such as cabbage, broccoli, string beans, Swiss chard, green leafy vegetables, spinach. The greener, the better. Yeah, so think about your protein, your carbs, your healthy fats, your complex carbs.
Do you have any advice or message to share with our youth?
So, you know what? Think about, health or getting healthy. Think about making, healthy changes, small, tiny changes on a daily basis. It could be, say, drinking more water. It could be, walking more, taking the stairs instead of the elevator. Eating a new fruits, eating a new vegetables, trying something new on a weekly basis. So it's just, making like tiny healthy changes to your habits on a daily basis, to improve your overall health. Small incremental changes, help, improve your health overall. So it's not really say you have to do something big or humongous or extreme, but it's the small things that you do on a daily basis that really, help to create a positive health outcome.
Could you have different nutritional needs based on the different genders?
Yeah. So you know what? Like, we're all similar and different at the same time. So like, all of us have different nutritional needs, different nutritional requirements. For example, males, they're bigger bodies, so they're going to need more calories, need more certain nutrients. For example, women, we may need more, say, iron, especially if we're going through, or cycle, stuff like that. So it varies, it's different. Like, for example, a pregnant woman may need more of certain nutrients, more calories, or, pregnant or breastfeeding, they're going to need more nutrients, more of a certain specific type of nutrients and more calories. So it varies, it's different. It's not the same.
Thank you for being with us here today. This was a great conversation.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
We're taking a quick break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more leaders of the future. Thank you for staying with us here in Leaders of the Future. We're continuing our discussion about health.
Let's check out this interview about a health initiative called NYC Teens Connection.
Welcome back to Leaders of the Future. We're continuing our discussion about health and nutrition. Our next guest is Estelle Raboni, the Director of Sexual and Reproductive Health at the New York City Health Department. Estelle is also the Director of New York Teens Connection, a program of New York City's Department of Health and Mental Hygiene. Welcome, Estelle.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so my first question is, what is New York City's Teen Connection about, and why is it important for our youth to know more about it?
New York City Teens Connection is a citywide program designed to help young people be able to make good, informed decisions about their sexual and reproductive health. So we work with schools across the city to make sure that they're teaching good sex ed in schools. We also link all the young people in those schools to the services of high quality, teen-friendly clinics. And then young people not only get education in the classroom, but they also get to meet a clinician or a doctor who can help them make better decisions about their life. And that actually helps young people to graduate from high school, to go on to college, and really have better health and economic outcomes as they become adults.
Question number 2. How is New York City Connection helping address some of the health concerns among teens our age?
As I mentioned, young people do face a lot of health issues, particularly with sexual and reproductive health. While there's been a great improvement in reducing teen pregnancy rates among young people, it is still relatively high, particularly in neighborhoods where we work, which is mostly in the Bronx and in Brooklyn. So we want to make sure that that's not because they choose to be pregnant, but that they actually are, getting information that they need in order to make good decisions for themselves. We want to make sure that young people have the opportunity to graduate, to go on to college. We also know for a fact that young people have the highest rates of STIs. So STIs is not, an infection of older people. It's actually an infection of younger people. So we want to make sure that young people know that they have to wear condoms, that they have to get tested. And so those are things that we really want to make sure young people know.
What are the benefits for our youth from New York City Teens Connection link with healthcare clinics?
Some of the benefits, as I mentioned, are that young people not just get to visit a clinician for that one time, but they get to develop a relationship for the rest of their lives. So our hope is that young people who get linked to their clinic not only participate in the clinic tour that's required for all the young people to be exposed to and learn about the confidentiality policies and the privacy policies and what services are available and whether or not they offer services for free or low cost, but also that they can go to that clinician or that doctor not just in their adolescent years, but also for the rest of their lives. It becomes their health home and where they can get their services. So that's really a benefit for the young people, that they can develop those long-term relationships with a doctor.
Are there any educational programs that we can attend?
Yes, absolutely. So there are a couple of programs. So New York City Teens Connection actually has what we call youth leadership teams. We have them in the Bronx and Brooklyn and in Staten Island. And we're actually in the process of recruiting the next cohort of Bronx youth leadership team members. And so that recruitment is happening in the summer. Young people from the Bronx come and they work for about 10 hours a month. They participate in various activities that promote the sexual and reproductive health of young people in the Bronx, and they get paid for it. So they get paid $125 every month for attending and participating. And that's over the course, every month for a year. So if young people are interested in applying to that, they should submit their interest to our email address, which is nyctc@, health.nyc.gov and really tell us that they are interested in doing that. The other thing that young people can do is actually come to the Bronx Action Center, which is located at 1826 Arthur Avenue. And they can complete a single session intervention. As I mentioned before, one of our things is making sure that young people have the information that they need to make good decisions. So we do a program called Plan A, which is a 20-minute video that young people can view in the Bronx Action Center on Arthur Avenue. And once they complete the video, which just follows young people and trying to make their own decisions as well, you get either a $10 gift card to Subway's, which pays for a sandwich, a drink, and a snack, or you can get a ring light, which I actually have one right here. It's it allows you to put it on your phone, and you can have your own portable ring light if you want, or a portable charger. So those are just some of the incentives that we offer when young people come into the Action Center to complete the Plan A program.
How can we get more information on the New York City Teens Connection program?
You could definitely email us. You can, if you are interested either in being a youth leader or just wanting to learn more about Plan A and complete that, you can either show up at the Bronx Action Center at 1826 Arthur Avenue, or you can submit an email to nyctc at health.nyc.gov.
Do you have any advice or special message you would like to share with our youth?
Yes, it's really important for young people to get access to information, and very often, you try to talk to someone, either maybe your friend or someone who may not have the right information. Sometimes, young people get information from TV or think that that is real life. But really, it's important to talk to somebody that you can trust. So that's why we think it's really great for young people to come and see us, and also for them to go and talk to teachers, health teachers in particular, who are teaching sex ed. They're especially trained to be able to provide accurate information in a non-judgmental way. And to get services and education from clinicians who are also there to help young people really be able to take care of their health and make good decisions.
Estelle, thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for the valuable information. And
thank you so much for having me.
That's all for our show today. Thank you for tuning in.
To learn more about Niño de la Caridad Foundation, visit us online at niñodelacaridad.com.
Also follow us at Niño de la Caridad Foundation on social media. We look forward to seeing you next time here on Leaders of the Future.